Ladies and gents, it is my pleasure to bring to the virtual stage the star, yeah, I said it, the star of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Mr. Eddie Furlong. Hey!
What up, dudes and dudettes? What's going on, man?
I love it. I love it. Listen, we've got people from literally around the world. Let me give you this quick rundown. We've got folks from California, Michigan, Arkansas, Canada, New York, Australia, Oregon, the UK, France. We've got Illinois, Nashville. Like, we've got everyone tuned in today to say what's up to you.
Holy shit. I feel special, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
now, I know who this lovely beauty is, but for everyone that's just now tuning in, who is this lovely beauty with you?
This is Dinah, my puppy. So she's a bit of an attention whore. So she's gonna kind of jump in, and
we got all the attention for her. Not a problem. It is not a problem.
It takes after me, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, we've got comments already jumping off. This is hilarious. No. Ashley Patton says, I was going to marry me some Edward Furlong back in the day. So I don't know, what your situation is, but Ashley is shooting a shot. Okay. I'm just letting you know that right now. That's we got this magic love. We got Sierra says, Detroit Rock City is my favorite. I agree. That is a great, great movie. I adored that one. But the movie that is near and dear to my heart, the one that introduced you to the world, it's Terminator 2, man. It's got to be something magical for you, this movie, right? So I gotta ask, were you as cool in real life as you seem to be in that movie?
Oh, hell no, dude.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Dude, I don't know. Well, you know what? That's what I love about movie making. Probably one of my the editing and a good director. Mm-hmm. Oh man, what they can do to you, man. I definitely couldn't ride a motorcycle that good.
What? No, don't tell me that was me. Man, do you know how many bike rides I went on pretending to be you, thinking that I was like, okay, all right, movies got me one more time.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I had a lot of fun, man. I had a lot of fun making awesome. That. And I did. I trained on a motorcycle and everything. But yeah, they left all the jumping and all that crazy shit with the stunt doubles.
AKA the fun stuff. That's what it is. Yeah. Now, okay, so in argument terms, T2 stands, in my opinion, as literally the greatest sequel of all time. And I'm including The Dark Knight. Anything that anyone wants to throw out there, I'm still saying T2 is one of the greatest sequels ever. And you being such an integral part of that as your first time out, what was that experience like? Did you have any pressure joining this franchise?
You know what, dude? I really honestly kind of didn't even know what I was getting into,
That's the best way.
I kind of, that's sort of the vibe that, Jim Cameron was giving to me too. He's like, you don't have an idea how crazy this is going to be. But, to me, it's like when I just started, I was stoked, man. I was like, I got to learn how people make movies and big movies and, how people like Arnold, Schwarzenegger are. I wasn't in the acting game at all. You know what I mean? Like I was, I was new and everything. And, to me, dude, it was just a big learning experience. And then, just afterwards, it's weird. People always ask, what was it like when the movie came out and everything? And it's hard to explain, man. It's like, I know I have much more of an appreciation of how big the movie was now than I did then. It's because it all was sort of just happening
and scale and perspective. Yeah.
It's all happening to you, so it's different, But
but you really were America's sweetheart, like in a hardcore big bad way. I think the only child actor that was more recognizable than you was Macaulay Culkin. And I think you could have beat him up in a fight easily. That's just me. Kevin.
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
I'm not saying I'm condoning such things, but John Connor could definitely beat Kevin McAllister any day of the week, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But you were saying that you weren't into the acting scene. So how did you go from not being, part of the acting community to literally the savior of mankind from tyrant robots?
I slept my way to the top.
That is the way, people. The way. That's
you know what, dude? It's crazy. I basically it was weird. I was going through this crazy kind of period as a kid, and I, recently had run away from home and all this shit. And I used to hang out at this place called the Pasadena Boys Club.
Right.
Pasadena Boys and Girls Club now. But little did I know that I was there, and this strange lady who's like in her 40s is kind of staring at me the whole time. I was for like an hour. She's sort of following me around, kind of like, what's up with this bitch?
Right.
And, then she asked me if I wanted to try out for a movie, and I was completely, stoked. But then when I got home and told my, aunt and uncle who I was staying with at that time, what had happened, they're like, yeah, you know what? I wouldn't get too excited because that might be like some child pornogaphy shit.
Right. Like this is, let's find out some stuff first before we say yeah.
But yeah, they picked up the phone, they called them, and then they're like, oh my God, it's for Terminator 2, and of course I had already seen the first Terminator.
Okay.
And all that.
Okay.
And then, yeah, man, it was a hard audition process, but it went on from there. And,
When it came to the audition, were there many, other people that were up for the role, or was it really just kind of a different experience for you that made it so hard?
It was, well, there was a lot of people up for the role, and, it was, I had never acted before. So, I mean, like, I was kind of learning this as this was happening. And also, like, I was against like 300 other people.
Wow.
So, yeah, I just kind of kept going back. And before I knew it, something that you could sort of not take so seriously slowly started becoming more serious. And I was like, wow, there's an actual chance for this. And, yeah, man, I just took it. I was like, this is intense. This is real.
And it's super opportunity.
Around with this.
Right. No, that's dope. That's dope. We got Joshua Collis said Edward Furlong is an icon, capitalized, and a true legendary performer and artist. I absolutely agree. Total respect and much love to this inspirational, brilliant performer. So you've got tons of love coming through here.
That's so sweet. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Thank you for all your support, man. It's like, I love this. I love getting a chance to kind of hang out with you guys at all.
Of course.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I'm getting a cigarette real quick.
Hold on. Sure. This is the magic of the virtual panels. Anything and all things happen, man. We keep it moving. So many wonderful people tuning in right now. This is awesome.
Hey, how you doing?
We got France in the building. Much love to you guys. This is awesome.
It's okay.
I think we're about to have a special guest. It's about to be crazy.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. So,
I love it. Okay, so here's another piece here. This is from Geraldine from France. It says, "Hello, I'm French. Hope I can ask a question too."
Yeah, she's on my Instagram.
I love it.
She's a big fan.
That is awesome. What is the period of your life that you most loved? That's a big, deep. Yeah, that's a deep question.
I gotta say, when my son was born, that whole period of time, and
of course,
getting to hang out with him, getting to know him, getting to see his little soul,
right?
Kind of, it's deep. I mean, it's crazy, man. Like, you realize these are actual like adults stuck in little baby bodies.
It's so true.
It's
oh
crazy.
My God.
Yeah,
yes, indeed.
So, yeah. It was very cool.
That's very, very awesome, man. That's very awesome. Okay, so here we go. John Connor, this one's from Ashley, says, John Connor is everyone's hero, but who is your hero?
Oh, man. You know what? That's always changed a lot. Like, as a kid, I really, I don't know, I wanted to be like Val Kilmer in The Doors. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I thought Jim Morrison, I thought like John Bonham, I thought people like that were the fucking greatest.
Right.
And, it's awesome, man. I it's like the more and more I think about, actually, believe it or not, like someone like Arnold, man. Arnold is a great freaking hero, man.
Right.
Like, he really does everything he sets his mind to. He became, you know, the top bodybuilder in the world,
right.
and then he became the top movie star in the world,
Right.
and then he became governor. I mean, that's like a true kind of like American sort of story, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it's always changing, and I still like, you know, but when I meet rock stars and shit, you know what I mean? Like, usually with like other celebrities, like other actors and shit, I'm like, whatever.
Right.
But it's like when I meet Metallica,
yes,
or something like that, like I just turn into like a little girl. Like, I'll clam up.
Right.
I get really shy. I don't know what to say, like, you know, because I grew up just listening to those guys.
Right.
You know?
All right. So Metallica is your top fan out moment. Do you have like an actual story where you met like Lars and everybody, or is this just
yes, I
talk
did
to
like
us?
this Metallica video, and I you know, I did an Aerosmith.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it's same with those guys. You know, like I was just like a little rocker kid. So
love it.
But yeah, when I met them, I did this music video for Metallica, and then yeah, they just like invited me like to come hang out and you know, be, you know, in their little trailer and shit.
Right.
And, I was with my girlfriend, and I literally, dude, was like, I had the chance, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, like they're like, we should all go, you know, somewhere afterwards and have a drink or something like that.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, you know, it's so embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
It's so embarrassing. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm kind of busy, and I just kind of like flew out, and I was like, I don't know, dude. Like like I said, man, I clam up, dude, when it comes to rock stars, man.
I mean, it happens. It happens. We all have those things that, you know, kind of get us in that crazy space, right?
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Do you not realize who you are? And you're like, yeah, but they...
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. World to Candace brings up a very powerful movie in your repertoire, American History X. And for those that haven't seen it, I mean, you're talking about a movie that explores culture, race, super like topical in a lot of ways to today. What was it like working on that film with Edward Norton?
Yeah, dude. Well, what's crazy is like I feel like in a lot of ways that movie's become even more relevant today than it ever was.
Right?
It's wild, you know. Yeah. You know, when we were making that movie, first of all, it was a very independent film. We had no idea the impact that it would have, but we knew it was something special. We knew that it was something gutsy, sort of like we knew that, you know, it could go either way, you know, because it was such an intense script. And, you know, there was a lot of times when we were doing it and we're just like, I don't know, like, I don't know if we should be doing this, man.
Right.
You know? But the message and everything was, you know, but it's insane. I feel so proud because, you know, they're showing that movie in social study classes.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Know?
Right.
And, you know, they're, you know, people have come to me and said that changed their life and all this shit. So it's had the impact that we wanted it to have, which is great, you know.
Of course.
I'm very proud of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you tend to pick roles that are subversively endearing. Like they might not seem like it on paper, but through, even if it's just your portrayal of these characters from, you know, John in Terminator 2, Detroit Rock City, American History X, they become characters that we connect with on a very internal basis. Is there something to your selection process, or are you just lucky and just killing it every time you get these roles?
Oh man. You know what, dude? I get lucky when I get those roles, and you know, there's a lot of shit in between. You know what I mean? So
of course.
Like, of course, the good ones stick out more. And but yeah, I've been lucky to be able to do like a lot of great ones too. And that's the thing, man. You never know, dude. Sometimes you never know exactly how things are gonna hit, you know. Like I said, like, you know, American History X was an extremely low budget, you know, artsy film. And, none of us expected, for it to be, like it is now.
Right. I mean, it's literally a cultural conversation piece, cult movie, and huge. Yeah. Absolutely huge.
And also, like, I got to admit, like, when I was doing T2, like I said, it was like a learning experience. And a lot of it is a very slow, kind of arduous process. So it's like, the scene where we're in the river, it took forever. It took us like over a month just to shoot some of that shit. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of it is just like getting this 1-2 second shot where you're like looking at a piece of tape and shit like that. And then, you have a guy who's supposed to be Robert Patrick in a tinfoil suit, shit like that. So you're just like, I got to admit, like, I was like, when I first saw it, I was blown the fuck away because I was like, holy shit, I thought this shit was going to look horrible, man. You know what I mean? I was like,
of course.
Wow, dude, these people really know what the fuck they're doing.
Yes, yes. Like, literally, still to this day, T2 holds up. In fact, Mustard Papa says, I literally have T2 on pause right now to watch this. That is how dope that movie is.
Another big fan, Mustard Papa. What's up?
Yes, yes. I love that. Yeah. So, okay, in terms of watching your movies, there are some stars that I've talked to that don't like watching the work that they've been in. They get very self-conscious about it. Do you like to watch your movies? Do you learn from seeing how it's actually executed versus what you remember?
Yeah, I pretty much put on a Eddie Furlong Film Festival every day.
That's awesome.
I sit, I laugh, I cry, and it's all me.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I actually, I kind of, I'm kind of with that. It's a little difficult for me to watch my movies, and also, you've done them,
right.
You know them inside and out, so you're not going to get the same effect as other people, And
the sausage is made.
Yeah. So, but I love making them, man. I love the whole process of making them, and I love movies in general. Just watching them, and
obviously, you're in front of the camera. What about behind the camera? What sort of aspirations do we have with that? Anything?
I would love to do something. We'll just see. Kind of what happens. I was kind of like for a couple of years, just, I kind of went on this sort of dark sort of place with drugs and all that shit.
Right.
And then, I've kind of cleaned my whole act up, and now
congratulations on that, man.
This freaking pandemic. So
right. Like, listen, the world had to clean up too. That's what it was. You got ready. Now the world has to get ready for you. That's what we're calling it.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yes, man. Absolutely. I mean, and speaking of that, like what is on the horizon for you career-wise? What are your goals moving forward as an actor? What do you want to do? I well, first of all, I want to make some money, but I hear you on that one.
Yeah. But
you hear that one?
Yeah, I would love to, just for me, man. It's like acting has been my therapy. It's like for me, just art in general. Creating anything. It's been a very healthy sort of way to let go of a bunch of things that I carry, as a person. And, I would love to continue doing that. It's kind of built into me at this point. And built into her too.
Yay, that's right.
Say hi, Dinah. Say hi.
Hi, Dinah.
Look, say hi. Say hi.
I love it.
But I just, that's basically what I want to, be able to somehow carry, things that I and other people can relate to and carry those to other characters, man. I guess that's sort of the best way I can explain it.
Got you. Would you ever return to the Terminator franchise if an opportunity presented itself?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw an interview that was put up online. You made a very strong declaration of what you'd be willing to do to get back in that franchise. I hope no one holds you to that. That would be the most rudest thing possible.
Oh yeah, I probably said I'd like suck somebody's cock.
You
to
did.
do that shit, right?
And I lost it. I was like,
it's not far off, dude.
Listen, hey, it was a good franchise, man. I get it, 100%.
I need money, man. Come on. Yeah.
Jeffrey in our chat is asking, which of your films do you believe is underrated or overlooked that you recommend that fans watch? What's one that we missed and you're like, nah, you need to get on this?
Well, it sucks, like I did this movie called This Is Not a Movie, but unfortunately now it's sort of wrapped in with like, because there's some disagreements with the producers and everything. It was out for a little bit and it was easy to get, but now it's like, kind of, I think they're kind of have it tied up right now. But I think this movie called This Is Not a Movie with this writer, director, Lyle Rubio, who I think is really talented. It's really hard to explain, but Slash, he did the score for it.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like this kind of psychedelic, like I always wanted to do one of those like psychedelic kind of like, sort of Pink Floyd The Wall, like 2001 Space Odyssey kind of shit. But
awesome.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Okay. I'm getting a lot of chatter. Everyone's loving your She-Ra shirt. That's number one. Like people are literally saying like they need it, they want it. They want your She-Ra shirt, but they also want to know what other fandoms are you interested in? What's part of your nerd core? We were talking about this a little bit off air, so we can get into that too. But what other genres of things do you get into?
Well, yeah, we were talking about the video games.
Yes.
I just finally got the PS5, so I've been kind of hitting that pretty good. And everybody talks about fucking Demon Souls and blah, 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 but I gotta say, fuck that game, dude. That shit is hard, man.
Yes.
Like, it's so fucking hard. It's not even fun, man. Like, what the fuck?
Where's my enjoyment at?
All I do is fucking want to break the TV, man. It's like,
my God. No rage quitting. But okay, so we were talking about it for the fans out there. You said you like pretty much more solo games, right? Is it the characters or the exploration that you get to kind of do on your own and kind of unravel a story? What do you like the most about that?
You know what? I honestly, I don't know. I just got kind of burnt out on the first person shooters.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I like when I play video game, I like to zone out and just kind of go into my own little world or whatever, like recently I've been playing that Spider-Man game, which I never really got a chance to do, and it's cool, man. I'm checking that out. And I love games where they give you like a huge checklist of like things to do.
Right.
And, like the OCD in me lets me kind of just go crazy.
I got to do this, all of these. I got to do them all because it does give you more life in the game. So that totally makes sense. Sean Stoll wants to know, what do you think of the new NECA John Connor action figure? Have you seen this?
No.
Yes. They've got a
NECA
figure.
John Connor?
No, NECA. It's a NECA. It's a company.
NECA.
Yeah. They've got a figure, and it looks amazing. It does kind of look amazing.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it the one? Yes, I think I have that one.
Do you really?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Hold on. Wait. I think.
Wait, do you have it? There you go, Sean. How about that? Asking ye shall receive. Let's see if he's got this one.
Fuck. You know what? I don't know where it is.
That's all right.
I thought it was up on this one sort of shelf, but
okay.
Yeah, but it's the one that kind of opens in a box, and it's like he's standing there. It's like a cardboard box and shit.
I believe that's the one.
Dude, yeah,
Isn't
man,
that
I'm
cool?
a fucking action figure, dude.
I mean, yeah, right? Like, look,
Yeah.
like this is immortalized. That is amazing. I love that. So Sean also wants to know, what was it like working with John Waters on Pecker? That's a good one.
Dude, John Waters is definitely one of my favorite people I've worked with, man. John Waters is the shit, dude.
Of course.
you know, if you like that sort of thing, if you get a chance to watch like his older movies, like Female Trouble and shit, like, dude, you'll be dying, dude. Like, you'll be laughing so hard, man.
I love that.
But yeah, dude, like it was cool, man. Like, you know, I didn't even realize like what a community he's kind of created for himself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like all the same people. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like doing a play or something, you know? And,
that's awesome.
Damn.
You're talking about Tom Waters. I want to talk about him too.
Yeah, dude, like, you know, he's a very, like, you know, he's very like serious about what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, you thought he'd be kind of fucking around a lot more or whatever.
But he's about his craft.
It's a craft, dude. And what he's doing takes a lot of work. And, you know, but yeah, as a person, man, as a director, I loved working with John.
That's awesome. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. So we've got Devin Prosser 4291 says, firstly, I'd like to say thank you for doing what you do, being a friend to so many people through your work on screen. Your personality shines through and you seem like a great dude. I agree. What does it mean to you to bring happiness to your fans across the world? Please come to the UK soon. That was a little extra piece right there. But yeah, how does it feel when your fans approach you and tell you how much your roles have meant to them? Does that like scare you at all? Is it embarrassing? How does that read for you?
Oh no, man. You know, honestly, you know, I don't know what I would do without it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I'd probably go crazy or something if I, you know, us actors,
right?
Know, we usually have some sort of complex, probably. So it's like, you know, I love the validation. Like, you know, of course I do. And, you know, it's really kind of inspiring, you know. Fuck, dude, dang it, come on, stop jumping. Yeah, but it's inspiring to me, man. Like, I gotta say, like, you know, I've been almost sober for like 3 years now. And
congratulations on that.
A lot of that, dude, to me has been like, you know, like fans have kind of, you know, reached out to me and said like, you know, you've inspired me to get clean and all of that. So it's like,
that's beautiful.
It's a big, you know, like, and I take that so seriously, you know, and that means a lot to me. So I try to keep living by example, you know, and, you know, so yeah, that kind of, it believe me, there's a two-way relationship there.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah. World to Candace kind of brought this up, and you make a great point. Would you ever use your struggles as a piece in film or do a movie specifically about that because you know that there are people that are looking to you as that source of inspiration?
I would love to, man. I would love to. You know, like, it's funny because people have like, you know, come up to me and are like, you know, you should write like a book or something like that. And I don't know. I kind of keep turning it down just because I'm like, you know, I still haven't quite figured it all out. I don't have all the answers yet. You know,
I get that.
You know, like, you know, I'm still kind of learning through this whole process, you know, and, you know, hopefully, you know, if and when I ever get those answers, you know, that and figure out exactly what I've learned through all of this, then I would love to somewhat, you know, be able to transmit that onto something.
Right.
You know?
Dude, that's amazing. That's heroic work, for sure. So Jesse Moore is asking, this is a great one. Have you thought about voice acting at all? I mean, you obviously have the acting chops, but you have such a cool dynamic with your voice. Would you ever want to, you know, do a show, movie, or something like that?
Oh my God, dude. Yes. I would love to.
I love it.
I would love to. And you know, voice actors make a shit ton of money, man. And all they have to do is like walk in their fucking pajamas and say some lines. So
that's
like,
right. Deliver, boom. Then they get to go home.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Twitter, make it happen. Figure out which character or series that you want Eddie to jump in on. Jesse says he thinks that you would make a great Ninja Turtle. So
thank you.
Question, like, who was your favorite Ninja Turtle? Did you have one?
Oh, is it what's well, I always think of the Turtles like in terms of like the video game,
Of course.
the arcade game, but what was the guy with the huge stick? What's his
Supposed to
name?
have Donatello, man.
Donatello, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh my God, that's absolute beautiful. Nigel Redpath said Eddie and Norman Reedus have to play brothers in something. Somebody make that happen. That needs to happen 100%. I would love to see you guys in something together. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, it's funny, dude. Everybody always tells me that I look
Yes.
like Norman Reedus.
Or he looks like you. I don't know who's older. So whoever's older gets to claim that the other person looks like them. So we'll figure that out. We'll do the math on that one. Okay, so in terms of like Terminator lore, all right? How much of it do you know? Like how much of the Terminator history from your franchise, we'll say, do you remember and live with? Like, do you remember when Judgment Day was?
Nope.
It's like, no, we ended it. It never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we ended it, right?
Yeah. So. Funny enough, in the research for this panel, what I found was Judgment Day is and of course I remember this part, it was August 29th, 1997. What I found out, and it's actually on the trivia page for your IMDb, is Netflix was launched on that day. And literally in Scotts Valley, California, which is like a little ways away from where Skynet was supposed to be called or started. So Netflix could be Skynet, people. I just want y'all to know that. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just, I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger telling you what it is.
Yeah, man, I enjoy me some fucking Skynet too, man.
I mean, I'm just saying, Skynet and chill. Let's go. Anthony and Amy both said congratulations on your sobriety. Anthony just hit 18 months of sobriety himself and never thought that he would do it. So we got to keep at it, which is awesome.
Congratulations.
ASMR Derek said, I've always thought you'd make a great Joker.
Yeah.
Wow. Now that
I don't know, man. That's a tough one there, dude.
It is a tough one. It is a tough one. But
thank you. The compliment means a lot. I'd be an amazing company with that one.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. Listen, we're gonna wrap this up in just a minute, but I want to give you an opportunity to say one last thing to all the fans out there before we head on out.
You know what? I don't have much to say, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you all for hanging in there and watching us. And hopefully some of you guys can sign up for the personal things too, man.
Yes.
Sounds pretty cool. I'd love to talk with you guys. Dinah, of course.
Dinah too.
Give me attention. Give me attention.
Love Dinah.
But,
oh my goodness.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes,
and I had a great time.
Oh man, thank you so very much, dude. Eddie, I'm a huge fan. It's been fantastic to chat with you. Everyone watching, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, again, if you're watching live now or watching later, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, you can grab those paid exclusive experiences, the one-on-one private video chats, autographs, recorded messages, all that goodness at wizardworldvirtual.com. And we've got all kinds of amazing things for you guys to check out. Eddie, once again, man, thank you so very much for joining us. Wizard World, thank you for bringing us together. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics, saying good night and have a great weekend to everyone out there, and definitely to you too, Eddie. Thanks, brother.
Good night, Victor. Good night, everybody.
This is John Glover, and you are watching Fandom Spotlight. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Lionel Luther recommends it. Have some fun. Follow your fandom.